Alright, welcome back. We are doing another tier list, and this time it is my objectively correct opinions on Project Zomboid Melee Weapons. So our categories are the GOAT. That is like the best in its category. I'm obviously not just gonna have like one weapon in that category, but it's like basically like the best of that weapons like class. Wood Smash, zombie heads. That's a weapon that I would gladly use for an extended period of time. There's better options, which means like if you can get one of these two, like the goat or the wood smash, that's take those. For the RP is like the weapon's not great, but I would do it for laughs. I would do it for like to make a funny video. Um, Emergency only is like a weapon. Usually that's like for I'm thinking that's going to be for tools, like stuff that I would only use like if I absolutely had to and I had nothing else. Then there's haven't used or haven't used enough. That's stuff that like I've maybe only used it like once or twice, and like I don't really have a good opinion on it. And then there's trash, and trash is like you know stuff that like don't even bother picking it up. Like just leave it there. Like it's not even worth it if you like just use your hands. Just knock them over and stomp on them. Um, okay. So first up is the fire axe. That is the absolute goat for axes. That is the one that I like the most. That is the does like good damage. It's got good durability. It's got good crit. Does everything it's supposed to do. Uh, the hand axe or that that is a wood smash. I do like it. It's got good durability. It's got good damage. It's just I'd rather have the fire axe. I'll take it. I'll gladly use it up until the point I get a fire axe. Stone axe, better options. Like the hand axe here is way better for a weapon. Badminton racket. That one is going to be our first trash. It's brittle. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It doesn't have good knockback. It's got like no redeeming qualities. It's like the worst of the sports gear. Ball peen hammer. Ball peen hammer is a wood smash. Yeah, I use those quite a bit. They're pretty durable, so it's not like it's an emergency only, whereas like some of the other tools that break a little bit easier are for emergencies only. That one, it's durable enough that you can use it as a weapon and keep it as a tool. I'll usually have two hammers on me if I'm doing a short blunt run through. Um, banjo. Banjo is for the RP, and yeah, there's going to be quite a few guitars in that section, but the guitars they're pretty heavy and they don't have like say the knockback of a sledgehammer. So like they're they're heavy. They are like mediocre for damage. They're like kind of in the middle for like long blunt damage. But yeah, that's yeah. Barbell. That's another one that would be for the RP. Like otherwise it would be trash. It's very heavy, but I would use it if I was doing like a gym dude bro run. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely use that as like a role play weapon. Uh, baseball bat. Baseball bat is a wood smash. Like it's if it was a little bit more durable, or if they had like the aluminum baseball bats that were a durable version of the baseball bat, that might make it into the goat. Um, Same with the baseball bat with nails, or the nailed baseball bat, whatever. I can't remember the name of it. If it's baseball bat with nails or nailed baseball bat. But yeah, they're both I would smash. I would absolutely use them for a while. Yeah. Um, the bass guitar is another one that's for the RP. If I did like a musician role play or something like that, uh, I'd use that, but otherwise they're not very good. Um, Broken bottle, trash. That's something like you'd have that early game or very 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 late game where like you can't find weapons anymore, but otherwise it has such low durability that it is trash. All right, cleaver. Boom, right up there in the wood smash. I've used meat cleavers quite a few times, and they are pretty good, and I like finding them. Club hammer. That one is, I think there's better options. I can't remember what about it is like puts it below a ball peen hammer. I can't remember if it's like it's the durability is lower or the weight's higher. But I remember there's something about it that it's not as good, and I prefer the ball peen over it. Um, crowbar. Crowbar is the goat, and the reason why is because of its durability. Like, if you get a crowbar, you have a weapon that you can count on for like hours in game. This thing's durability does not go down very fast at all. I think it's like I think it's like 500 times more durable than some of these like brittle weapons. Like it's got a condition max of like over 1,000, whereas like some of these are like 1 to 5 or something like that for like the glass bottle. Yeah. Drumsticks, trash. Low damage, low durability, like no knockback, no extra damage to like doors or anything like that. It's you'd be better off just like running. Dumbbell, right up there with the RP. Like if I did a gym dude bro, I would take the barbell and the dumbbell. Fishing rod, I've never used it as a weapon. The like improvised fishing rod, I've never used it as a weapon. I've never used any of the fishing. Actually, no. I have used the fishing rods as a weapon one time and thought they were crap. But it's one of those ones I haven't used it enough. Flute, it's another one I haven't used. I've never used a flute. I've only come across them like once or twice anyway. Fork, trash. That's another one of those really really low durability weapons where you probably won't even get to kill one zombie. You're better off just knocking them over and stomping on their heads. Chair leg, that's one that I haven't used. Like there's so many more readily available short blunt weapons early game that like using a chair leg is kind of pointless. Um, that's the hand fork. That one, that one's on the border of trash. I can't remember if you can use it for digging with gardening. Like I know you can with like the trowel, which I don't think is on the list. Like the hand trowel. Yeah, I don't see it on the list anywhere. So this is conditional that like you can use it for digging. If I'm misremembering and it's the actual like garden trowel that you can use for digging, then this would be trash. But yeah. All right, griddle. The griddle I've used a couple times, and I'd use it for RP. I would use this for a babushka RP, where it's like, you know, your old grandma coming at you with a frying pan. Um, the acoustic guitar, yeah, same thing. Same thing as the other instruments. If I was doing a musician RP, I'd do that, and that's like the only condition where I would use these. And same with the electric guitar. Um, the like claw hammer, The regular hammer, really. Claw hammer, but it's regular hammer. Um, that one I'm gonna throw just into wood smash. It's good. I think it's almost identical to the ball peen hammer. I don't think there's any like stat differences, so it's just a matter of like which one you want to use. Stone hammer, same thing. It's just a worse hammer. Hand scythe. Hand scythe is almost the goat, but it's poor durability. Like it's not bad durability, but it's pretty bad. It's not something you're gonna hold on to for a long period of time. It's like it's on par, I think, with a cleaver or a kitchen knife for its durability. But it does like pretty high damage. I think it's got one of the highest crits in short blade. But yeah, it's got reasonable damage. It's reasonably fast. It's it's if I remember correctly, it's got above average crit, and that puts it into the wood smash. Garden hoe. That one, I think it would be another one that's like for emergencies because it's a gardening tool. So like if you're at the point where you're gardening, it's more useful for gardening. But like if you're not gardening at all, then that might go into trash. Yeah. Eh. All right. Hunting knife. That's the goat for short blades. Like I think it's on par, almost identical stat wise to the scythe, but it has like way better durability. Ice pick, trash. It's another one of those ones that it just breaks too easily. Um, Katana. Time to make the weebs mad. Eh. Nah, it's one of those ones that like because they're so rare and because there are so few short blade or long blade weapons, there's only the katana and the machete here. Those are the only two long blade weapons. If there were more long blade weapons, um, I don't know, like a lawnmower blade or something like that, or like a chainsaw. I guess you could put that into like long blade. Like if you had more options, that might go higher on the list, but they're so rare that it's like even if you want to do a long blade run, you're gonna have a hard time finding it, so it makes it just so bad. Um, Keytar for the memes and the roleplay. Like, that's it. Bread knife, trash. That's another one of those ones that breaks way too easy. It does very little damage. It just knock them over and stomp on their heads. That's about it. Kitchen knife would smash. Like it's kind of more useful as like a tool, but when you find them early game, it's a good weapon to get if you're going for a short blade run. Like I would take the meat cleaver over the kitchen knife, but it's not quite a there's better options. I'll still gladly use a kitchen knife until it breaks. Stone knife, no. That there's better options. Like sure you can make them so like there is some like lasting durability for these like if you can't find a hunting knife, but there's still better stuff that you can get. I'd rather take a meat cleaver or a kitchen knife. Lacrosse stick. Uh Man, it's not even that there's better options because like if you're in a sporting goods store, there's probably going to be a baseball bat, but it on its own, it's pretty bad. So like, eh, eh. I'll throw it in the there's better options, but it almost belongs in the trash. Garden rake, trash. Like it performs so badly. Like I think it's worse than a garden hoe. Like it's not durable. Yeah, it does not have like really any redeeming qualities. I don't even think it has good knockback. Like a shovel at least has good knockback. Um, Letter opener, trash. Same as like the bread knife, the ice pick, the fork, the stick. All those they break too easily. You can barely kill a single zombie with a letter opener. Only if you get like a crit. Like that's it. Machete, trash. Same thing. Same thing with the katana. They're too rare to be like useful. They're too rare to make a build around them. So yeah. Metal pipe. Metal pipe is like a there's better options. Like it's decent, but there's better stuff that you can get for like a short blunt. Yeah. Nightstick is the goat of short blunt. It's durable. It's like as durable as like some of the other short as like all the other short blunt weapons. It's got like peak durability. It's got reasonably high damage. It's got decent knockback. It's got decent crit. And it's common enough that you can make a build around it. Like you could do a cop role play and get yourself a nightstick very easily. Canoe paddle, or I think it's canoe or kayak paddle or whatever. That one is like it's another one where there's better options because it's found in sporting goods stores, and there's the baseball bat. Baseball bat has really good durability and really good damage. It's very hard to beat for a long blunt. The only one that it takes it over that is like the crowbar because of just how durable it is. Double paddle, same thing. There's better options. Like when you find it, there's usually something else that's better. Frying pan, uh, again, it's for the RP. I would definitely do a babushka run. Uh, Pick. Mining pick is one I've never used. I don't even think I've come across one. That might be one that you have to manufacture or something, but yeah, I've never come across one. And same with the mining pick handle and the mining pick handle with nails. Never come across them. Oh, the iron or I can't remember if it's iron pipe or lead pipe. That one is almost the goat. Like the only reason is I think nightsticks are easier to find quickly early game because I think they're almost tied for stats with the nightstick as far as like durability, damage, crit, all that. I think they're pretty close in stats, but I think them being I think slightly rarer than the nightstick, like it's very easy to spot like where you can get a nightstick. Like you just find a couple of cops standing around and you're bound to find a nightstick. Um, Pipe wrench. Pipe wrench is emergencies only. Like the wrenches are more useful for tools for deconstructing stuff than they are um for his weapons. Like because you have hammers. Like hammers do I think slightly more damage. They're slightly more durable. And yeah, so I think they make better the hammers make better weapons than pipes. Garden fork. That is the goat of spears. And it's a little bit harder to find because you have to I think you have to go to like garden supply stores or find like a shed or so like at a place that has a garden. So they're a little harder to find than like the improvised spears, but their durability and like their damage and all that. Their damage is like near the top of spears. Their durability is the top. Their crits pretty near the top. Their Yeah, that's like it's gotten like it's pretty high on like all the stats. So I think that makes it the GOAT. One day I think I'll do a caveman run where I do spears only, or like maybe like stone tools and spears, and like use spears as weapons and the stone tools as tools. Um, man, yeah, I think I'll one day I'll do that. I might record that later actually. Yeah. Planks. Planks I'm going to throw into emergencies only, and same with the planks with nails, because you're wasting building materials. Like, unless you're not building at all, like if you're not building a fort, or maybe if you're done, even if you're done building the fort, you still got to do repairs and stuff. So I think that puts both of those into emergencies only. Yeah, because like it's wasting a resource that could be used for other stuff, like for like barricading windows, or like repairing barricades, or building walls. Yeah. Plunger, trash. Like the only I would do an RP if I get one of my buddies together and we did like the Super Melvin Brothers or something like that, like Marcus and Louis, or and we just did like we just role played like where we fought with like plungers and like wrenches, like that. What that could be funny. Uh, yeah. But other than that, it's like it actually is a weapon. It's trash. But I could see myself doing that as an RP. Like maybe I could get like OG or Adel or something to do like the Super Melvin Brothers with me. We'll see. Pool Q. Pool Q is another one where there's better. Like I would, it's so bad in durability that like it's not even something I would keep around for a while. Like, because if you start off in like a bar or something like that, you might be able to find a pool cue, and that might be like your first long blunt weapon if you're going a long blunt build. But oof, like I think there's better options. There's a lot better options for long blunt. Broom, trash. It's not good. It's not a good weapon. I've used it a few times, and it's just it's worse than a pole cue if I remember correctly. The garden, is that just a rake? I think it's just like a rake, whatever. It's not like this rake. That's it's a type of rake. Like I own one. Uh that one is another one that like I think I've used it like once. Like I yeah, just don't have an opinion on it. Rolling pin for the babushka build. I would definitely roll with a rolling pin. Like rolling pin and frying pans and pots and like kitchen tools. Go full babushka build. I would definitely do that. That could be hilarious. The cooking pot. Actually, no, I think it's just a pot or pan. Yeah, because I think the cooking pot's the big one. I think it's just pan. That one, that's another one. I would only use it for the role play. Like otherwise, I wouldn't even use it for like emergencies. Saxophone, I've never used. I think I've come across one once. Like it's not like the guitars where I've used them a couple times, but I have no idea. Scalpel. Scalpel is trash, but I could see somebody doing it for the role play. Like isn't there What's her name? Nurse? Doesn't she use scalpels? I think she does. I've only seen a couple of her videos. She does some Project Zomboid roleplay videos where she roleplays a nurse. And yeah, I think I've seen her use scalpels, but yeah. And in my opinion, they're trash. They don't last long enough to make good weapons. Scissors. Scissors go into emergency only. They're not great, but they're so valuable for ripping up clothing, like ripping up like leather and denim, that it's you have to keep them for that. There's like no way I'd use them for a weapon. But they're not like actually bad. They're not like a trash weapon. They're just something I'd only use for an emergency. Screwdriver, same. Like that's even like for a construction worker role play, I'll take a hammer. Um, yeah, screwdriver, they're so valuable for like deconstruction and for just keeping in your tool set. 'Cause I don't think there's anything that can replace screwdrivers if you like run out of them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that you can improvise that can be a screwdriver. Yeah, like you can make a stone hammer or a stone axe or a stone knife to do like those jobs, but I don't think there's anything that can do the job of a screwdriver that you can improvise. Yeah. Shovel. Shovel I've used a couple of times, and I think they're more valuable for digging pits or digging graves for tossing zombies in, like inside your fort. I think they're more valuable for that. Sledgehammer, the way that I play, wood smash. Like I know they're super valuable as a tool for like knocking out walls, making like shooting platforms that zombies can't get to. Um, and like fortifying like a two-story base, things like that, by like knocking out the stairs. But I think the way that I play, I usually just use them as a weapon. And I think their knockback is really good, but I think they're like, I think it's their speed or something like that that puts it below the crowbar. I also don't think they're as durable as crowbars. I think crowbars are a bit more durable than sledgehammers. Snow shovel, trish. Like it has very low damage. Its knockback isn't good. Um, it's one of the worst. It's probably tied for the rake for like the worst long blunt weapon. Uh, Spears. All of these are going in the haven't used enough because I have used some improvised spears. I think I used like an improvised like bread knife spear, fork spear, and like the kitchen knife spear. I think that's the kitchen knife spear. The knife spear. Or it might be that. No, I think that one's the kitchen knife spear. What's that one? Bread knife? That might be a bread knife spear. Uh, I've used a couple of them, and they're okay. I just haven't used enough. Actually, I'll throw this one. I've used the spear a few times. Um, but I think this is the goat. The garden fork is the goat of spear weapons. Spoons, like why would you use it? Stakes, if you weren't doing like a Van Helsing role play or something like that, like it would be trash because they're only like I think twice as durable as like an ice pick or a letter opener. Like I think they have like five or six durability, whereas I think both of these have like a three for durability. Put that into context. This one, like the crowbar has like over 1,000. So yeah, this one it barely lasts like maybe one zombie, maybe two. So like if you were doing a Van Helsing roleplay, I could see you doing it, and that might be like you could probably make some good fun out of that. But mm, table leg, that one I don't think I've ever used. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used a table leg as a weapon. Um, tennis racket, trash. There's like you find them in a sporting goods store and any other of the sporting goods weapons aside from like the badminton racket is going to be like a better option. Trumpet, that's another one I've never used. Yeah. Umbrellas, of all umbrella types, there's better options. Like they're not bad for a spear weapon, like the closed umbrellas. They're not bad, but I think the improvised spear might be a little bit better, like damage wise. They're not terrible, but they're not good. Violin. Violin, I've never used. Like, I don't even think I would use like the saxophone, the trumpet, and the violin. I don't even think I would use for role play because I think I'd use like a two-handed weapon, like a guitar. Um, yeah. Uh, Wood axe is wood smash. Like it's pretty good axe. It's not quite the goat because I don't think it's as durable as the fire axe. I think the fire axe is a bit more durable, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I did I did a forest ranger role play where I played like a retired forest ranger and he used a woodsman's axe. I can't remember. I don't think I ever released that video. I think it was like it might have been that like yeah, I think that was one of the videos where it was just me running around the woods for like 2 hours. And it was just like not really not enough happening. Like I like my Zomboid videos to be like real action packed and like a lot of fighting. And I don't live very long. Make like a half hour, 45-minute video, something like that, where it's just me doing my best to kill zombies and not die. The wooden mallet. I'm gonna throw that into the there's better options because it's not a tool I'm going to save. But like I think even the club hammer is better than the wooden mallet. Actually, let me check some. Okay, I just had to make sure that the window is still aligned correctly. Yeah, I think yeah, I don't think it's a very good weapon, but it's not trash. Like I'd use it for a while, but I'd quickly replace it with one of the other hammers. Yeah. And the wrench, that's another one where it's emergencies only. Like I'm only gonna it's way more valuable for like deconstructing and constructing stuff than it is as a weapon. Because they're not durable like a hammer. The wrenches, I think they've got like almost half the durability of the hammers. Yeah, so that's gonna be for emergencies only. Again, I'd do it for the role play if I did like Super Melvin Brothers. That's that's about the only way I'd do it. Um, yeah, just like have a belt full of wrenches and like plungers and all that, and just go from house to house, checking bathrooms and clearing out zombies. Oh, well, I think that is about it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm spotting that I'm like that I feel I would want to change the position of. Um, yeah, yeah, I think that'll be about it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Give the likey of the subscribey. I don't say that very often. I don't do the whole asking for the subscriptions or whatever very often. I think I've only done it like maybe 5 times in like uh, 70-ish videos, I think. I don't know. Oh, something like that. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.